We'll push the recording. So it's been an eventful week for most of you. It's been pretty exciting to get to know many of you. We're already up to 15 participants, which is great. I know there are about 60 of us in this particular study. And it's always, of course, really exciting to see the experiences that you've had. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my own personal experience that I had today. Okay, so many of you know that I am a human, and I actually suffer from anxiousness and periods of sadness, or in this case, we can say anxiety and depression, like every other human on this planet. And I was in a really low place about 10 o'clock this morning, right? I haven't been sleeping, watching my sleeping and things as well. And I've learned, of course, to go right and take an adaptive, because that's my first go-to. But then I went and I used my oils. And when I say used my oils, I went to my case. I took those oils internally. I put them on my body. I put Melissa, copaiba, frankincense to the roof of my mouth, right? Now I'm talking to you about techniques that I've done as a real oiler, okay? Of course, I've been using these oils for 7, 8, 9 years, and I've learned ways to use these oils for emotional use for myself, okay? But tonight, it's not about me. Tonight, I get to hear from you. So this is my very favorite part of teaching in general. I love to teach people about essential oils, but tonight we get to hear your testimony. So let me lay the groundwork first, okay? This is how this is gonna work. I wanna hear shares and experiences, positive experiences that you've had with oils, and there's some rules around it, okay? They need to be 1-minute shares. Otherwise, with this many participants, we'd be here all night. But I want to hear your experiences, and you can either raise your hand if you know how to do it through the chat function, right? I want to hear you raise your hand, and we are going to reward, you probably saw that cute little image of spearmint, those who share tonight with a sample of spearmint oil, which is a really happy, uplifting oil. It has similar properties to peppermint. So who would like to go first? Okay, I want you to unmute yourself and unmute your screen. Okay, and then we'll go to this particular one. Okay, you can either raise your hand like this. Andrea, you look like you're trying to unmute. If you want to go there.
Dr. Wallacing that urges the patient to try and tell
I mean, I can go if no one else will.
Okay, who's that?
Lynn.
Lynn, okay, so if you're not Lynn, let's mute your lines. I'll go ahead and mute real quick. Okay, so Lynn. Okay, I'm going to pin your video so everyone can see Miss Lynn.
Oh, great. I'm
There
all
you are.
sorry.
No worries. No. Hey, we're all friends here. We're all stuck in quarantine.
True. So I don't typically suffer from allergies unless the pollen counts are in the high range or higher. So last Friday, I woke up feeling miserable, itchy eyes, sneezing, sinuses just going crazy. So I thought, I bet I have oils for that. So I opened up my little oils magic book and found the protocol for seasonal allergies. And it was really simple. A drop of lavender, a drop of lemon, and a drop of peppermint under your tongue. Hold it for 30 seconds. Drink some water. I haven't felt the effects of those pollen counts until today, and it's not even annoying. I was sinus clear all weekend long, and so much so that my administrator at work was having the same issues on Friday. I said, hey, let's try this. And a few hours later, I said, how are your sinuses? And she goes, oh, I haven't even thought about it. That's pretty good. I'll have to try that again. So yeah, that was my experience over the weekend.
Lynn, that is awesome. So you told me you looked up, you've had allergy symptoms, which you can kind of self-diagnose yourself on, right? It comes every year at this time. And you looked up in your book what to do for allergies, and it was lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You put that on your tongue. Awesome. Have you
Simple.
diffused that blend as well? Have you ever done that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a real easy trick at night. You know how, so like when you wake up in the morning, you've got the scratchy eyes, try
Right.
putting that in your diffuser at night.
And I'm so bad with my diffuser. It's still sitting here. I haven't even used it. I'm like, I need to get that done and start using it. But
Super
yeah,
simple water, oils, done.
right.
So
It's
then
on my, I'm getting closer. I now have the spot clear where it needs to go. So yeah,
good.
getting
And a
closer.
plug. So remind me what study you were in this week with us.
Actually, I wasn't in a study. I just was, I don't know. I got the notice today that said, oh, there's a meeting. So I hopped on.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's go to the next share. Thanks, Lynn. That was an awesome share.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute you now. Okay,
Yep.
raise your hand like this if you want to go next. This is where we've got free peppermint samples on the line. Okay. Or do you guys know how to raise your hand on Zoom? There's actually this cute little thing in the more where you can go. Oh my gosh, you can't raise your hand in Zoom function. I'm not in a webinar. Okay, so I'm gonna raise your hand like this if you want a free peppermint.
The way that you can raise your hand is if you bring up the participants thing, then you see all the participants and it has a little thing that says raise hand.
Oh, like Melissa right there.
Yeah.
You click participants on your computer.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I did see Brianna Phillips waving her hand. Brianna, do you want to unmute yourself? I'd love to hear your share. There you are.
What was the share? Because it cut out.
We just want to hear an awesome experience or that you had with your oils this week, or you had a aha moment.
Well, I've been using doTERRA for a while, but with the wild orange and the balance, I did the study on stress and mood, and it made me less stressed. I have two little ones. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they drive me crazy sometimes. And I put the oils in, and it got me to clean my kitchen. It got me, I felt grounded.
Essential oils can clean your house? Why did I not know this?
Like I felt like, this whole COVID thing, like I felt like I was becoming a couch potato, and just with putting the wild orange and the balance in, I'm actually getting those oils ordered, and it definitely was a game changer. And then taking the what do you call it? I'm drawing a blank.
Adaptive.
Taking the adaptive every single day at the same time, just like if you were to take like your birth control, or you know what I mean, like I've noticed that taking it like at the same time made a difference. And I missed one day, just life, I just forgot, and I felt like anxiety, and I'm like, what's going on here? And like I was like, oh, I forgot to take my adaptive. And I like how the adaptive has I think it has lavender in it, doesn't it? Yeah, so it definitely is it calmed me too. And having all those oils together, it's actually like perfect, because whoever's putting these oils together and saying, hey, all these three work, it worked. So I'm thrilled. I have a lot of anxiety in my life just based on things in my past, and the adaptive is definitely my go-to. It's right next to my bedside. I take it every single day, and I'm ordering more too, so I'm excited.
Awesome. I'm so excited. And I'm just curious, I'm sure everyone else is as well. When has been the best time to take that adaptive for you?
1 o'clock.
Really? So 1 o'clock, when you kind of maybe have that slump normally or whatever,
Yes.
Brilliant.
And I'm not taking naps with my kids, so I'm actually keeping myself. Normally I love taking naps, and now taking the adaptive, I don't need it, because when you have anxiety, you want to sleep, right? Or like you want to, so like even my fiance, he's noticed a huge difference in me. I'm not attacking him all the time, yelling at him, just being nagging. No one wants a nagging wife. So it definitely has changed. So I'm happy.
I'm so happy you've had a positive experience with mood balancing. Thank you. I know we went over a minute on that, but I really wanted you to keep sharing. But remember to make sure to, we'll write you down that you get one of these free spearmint samples. So this is exciting for me to do this. Okay. I would love to hear something fun about maybe someone who was in a study with us this week. Mickey, I know you've had some really awesome experiences. Mickey, can I unmute you and share? I'd love to hear some of your experiences. Mickey, and tell us where you're hailing from first. What part of the country?
So I'm currently living in South Carolina. I was in the pain study this week. I have arthritis in my hands, and I used to live on Aspirin with lidocaine. And so when Sally asked me to be in this study, I went ahead and said, yeah, I'll do the pain study. Well, I have the Deep Blue, the Aroma Touch, and the Copiva pills or capsules. It started off okay, so I took the 2 pills in the morning and, you know, the oils with the Deep Blue. But then I found like later in the afternoon, my hands were starting to ache again, even though I reapplied the oils and the Deep Blue. I found that it was easier if I split up the Copiva pills, and I did one in the morning and then one in the afternoon when I reapplied, and it seemed to sustain it throughout. I was so impressed with it as well. My husband came home from work and his hand was hurting, and so I said, oh, let me put some of this on you. So I did the Aroma Touch and the Deep Blue for my husband, and he said it was making his hand feel better too. So I'm excited to get started with all this.
Mickey, it's so exciting to hear this experience from you. And my mom suffers from, she used to call it, my mom's from Finland. And so she says a lot of her words, you know, with funny accents, and she would say arthritis has come to visit, the arthritis. And she uses frankincense on her hands, and then also the Deep Blue roller like on her wrists and things. And you'll find, and those of you who are in the pain study, I hope you noticed when oftentimes when our knees hurt, we're so tempted to just put it right on our knee, but we actually have to follow the trail of the muscle that is leading to the knee that is actually inflamed. And did you find that at all, Mickey? Like when you applied it, were you just on your hands, or did you put it up your wrist a little bit?
Well, I kind of went up my wrist a little bit, you know, when I kind of do that with lotion as well. But so you were right. I mean, a little goes a long way. So, I mean, I still have a couple packets of that because I would just put just enough to cover and make it feel good and get on with my day. So
that is so wonderful. Did you ever have a Deep Blue sandwich during this study? Meaning, did you ever actually forget that you had Deep Blue on your hand and ingest it?
No, I don't think so. I tried, if I was going to put peppermint on my tongue or something, I made sure I did it before I put anything else on.
I just always know, I mean, we always find out, and I would love to hear if someone had a funny experience this week of like with the oils, you know, it's always kind of fun to hear.
I almost rubbed my eye, but I was
know,
like,
it's
oh, wait,
so hard, right?
Wait till it dries. So.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, I wanted to jump on to Pat. Pat had raised her hand. Pat, would you mind jumping on and we will hear your share? There she is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, Pat. Oh, we're both trying. There you go. Okay.
Well, I was dealing with a lot of oddball things at work because I am an essential worker. So there's a lot of stress in that. And I found that I was having a lot less stress this past week than I was prior to this. So it made a difference, and it made me a lot calmer.
Well, Pat,
although everybody else was going a little bit, I sat calm.
Pat, I think all of us here will say thank you. Thank you for serving on those front lines. And I know we have hospital workers that were in the study, or, you know, being those essential workers. And it's, you know, you're carrying a lot of stress and burden for us, you know, and so thank you. And I'm grateful that these oils, now Pat, is it okay if I share you had originally started with the deep blue, right? And it wasn't giving you the
No,
experience.
I started with the mental
Oh, you were doing mental wellness. Okay.
And I sat there and you talked about the deep blue, and I said I should have put my husband in that study because he suffers from a lot of pain.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing we're going to show you guys in just a moment is how to get these products into your home at the best way. Okay. And we're going to jump into that. I want to open up because we have Jamie who wants to share. Thank you, Pat, by the way. Jamie, did you want to unmute yourself and let's have a share? And it looks like the two of you together. Awesome.
Yes, we actually both took the sleep study together, which was really cool because we were able to keep each other honest about if we're doing our oils. And it was a really interesting thing. My sister Kayla, she actually introduced us to oils a few months ago.
Oh, you look like Kayla. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Sister. But it was a really cool thing to be able to have something that we can do together, and it's all natural. You know, it was interesting rubbing things on my feet before bed. That was a weird thing. I don't know. But I think it was a really great thing to kind of help my mind have a job to do before bed. And I really enjoyed the sense of the oils. And I feel like when I was asleep, I stayed asleep. Unless I needed to get up to use the restroom, I was asleep. And when I woke up, I was like, dang, I just slept all night. And it was amazing.
Did you notice anything about dreams or anything during the study, more active dreams at all?
I noticed actually less active dreams. I was having nightmares before this, and they were starting to get really bad. And with this, I haven't had a nightmare since. The other day, actually, I woke up and I was kind of like waking up a little bit, so still sleeping a little bit. And I had a really great dream about my grandpa who had passed away a few years ago. And so it's like, it almost like flipped it on its head where my nightmares turned into really good dreams. And I hope that continues.
That is really beautiful. I think everyone needed and wanted to hear that share because we are all, and I want to point this out as thank you for your share, by the way. And I've got you down for one of those free Spirit Mint samples. But one of the things I want to point out before we jump into the next thing that I mentioned, the very first pre-study, is we all could have chosen any one of those other studies. Wouldn't you agree? Mm-hmm. Like it was kind of like those areas, whether it was mental wellness, sleep, digestion. Okay. At different times in our life, those are been different peak areas for us. Yeah. Just happened to be during this unique time that 70% of you wanted the mental wellness study. Okay. And it's pretty amazing when we get to see that. So are you guys ready to hear my great news?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready to do this. And I do want to, if any last person is burning to share some really cool experience, let's allow one more person, and then I'm going to jump into how to get these into your home. Oh, it's fun to see Marley on here too, you guys, all the way from Hawaii. That's awesome, you guys. Okay, so I am going to share screen real quick. And Melissa, if you see anything, let me know. Because I've gotten like pretty good. Anyone else gotten like really good at Zoom lately? I don't know what it is, but you know, we might be seeing a lot of it. My kids are Zooming, their dance classes, our church events. Okay. So one of the things that I love to point out, okay, just from some of your shares here tonight, that once you've experienced oils, you discover that you don't want to live without these natural methods. In fact, one of the caveats I'm going to point out is once you get things like tea tree in your home and you use those for cold sore and acne, or you use lavender for allergies by putting it around your eyes or around your ears for ear pain, when you run out of those oils, you're going to kind of start to panic and you're going to realize to yourself, what did I do when these things happened before I had oils, right? So I want to point out that there's 3 ways to purchase. Okay. The first way is retail, and no one here tonight is going to buy retail. You really only buy retail if you are at a chiropractic office, a spa, or another professional setting. Okay. And it's really the most expensive way to buy oils. And I'm sorry if you've been buying them retail. We're going to change that tonight. Okay. The second way is wholesale. It's kind of like having a Costco membership. okay, where you have an annual membership that gives you access to premium products at the best prices, okay? And with doTERRA, having a wholesale membership allows you to buy 25% below the retail price. And the third way, and the only way I buy my oils, and I really want you guys to be open to this, is below wholesale, okay? This is the smartest way to buy your oils, and we're gonna teach you how to do that, okay? So there are, as you've listened tonight about the power of essential oils and how it can change lives, you might be thinking, this is really a lot bigger than I imagined. And I had the most beautiful conversation, and Kelly, you might be on here tonight, with Kelly, who's a registered dietitian and also an essential worker, about how we believe so strongly in the power of natural food, right? As food being our medicine, and how amazing that we're able to bottle up plants, you guys. Bottle up plants and use that as natural medicine. So doTERRA is going to support you in this essential oil journey. And the goal, of course, isn't that you just have one bottle of tea tree for acne, or Deep Blue for pain, or even Digest-Sen for tummy troubles. Okay, our goal is to teach you how to live a natural lifestyle. So when things come up, like pain, or like Lynn, allergies, you know, having a cold or the flu, instead of reaching for medicine, you can reach for natural solutions that don't have any side effects. So doTERRA puts together kits, and we're looking at the one that I think is a really great, we call it the sampler kit. It gives you the top 10 oils, okay? They put together kits that are cheaper if you bought your oils individually, okay? So when you add up the cost of all of the oils, the kits are always cheaper. The kits include a free wholesale membership. Okay, you know how like when you go to Costco and you have to pay $35 for that card? You can do that with doTERRA as well. You can pay $35 and you have access to all of our products at wholesale. But again, it's really smart to start with these kits because then they waive that $35. You never have to pay that starter fee. Okay, so this one is the Healthy Start Kit. It is the lowest price point kit, and it comes with 10 of the most popular oils. Now, I love to ask people, and if you see my picture, just 2 questions. Do you want to start with the small bottles, or do you want to start with the big bottles? Okay, see that? So you can start with the small bottles, and this is the kit you're looking at. It comes with a diffuser in it. It's $160. It saves you $25 off the cost of these oils, but really an additional $35 because they're waiving that enrollment fee as well. Okay, so Healthy Start Kit. Now, this is the Healthy Essentials Kit. And don't worry, you're gonna get a text in like 8 minutes from that Remind app that's gonna show you all of the kits that we have available. Okay, and then also some of the promotions that we are offering uniquely in the next 48 hours for you. Okay, so remember, small bottles, big bottles. This is the bigger bottle kit that has 3 times the amount of oils and has 2 different oils in this one, and I want to point them out. This kit for $249, you guys, you're already saving $87 off. Okay, comes with the Adaptive Oil. It comes with the Copaiba oil. Okay, Lavender, Lemon, Balance is in here. Peppermint, Breathe, Digest-Sen, On Guard, and Deep Blue. Can you see how this kit is touching on every single study that was part of the study? Okay, we have our Balance and Adaptive for our mental wellness. We have our Digest-Sen and Peppermint for our digestive. Our Copaiba and Deep Blue for pain and sleep. We have Lavender, Balance, right? And I would even say Adaptive and Copaiba for sleep in this one as well. So this is a really, really great kit, but we're not gonna stop there, okay? Because I told you all I have really great news. So since you have so many of your participants, I should say, our leaders in this group participating in Diamond Club, we also get to bring you additional incentives. Anyone who starts with 100 points to 300 points, and those are those starter kits, you're gonna get a Citrus Bliss for free. again, remember, you're going to get a text to your phone with these images. So don't stress out. And if you want to, you can screenshot. I think it's like Shift Command 4, or, you have to do that on your phone. Now, you also receive $25 of bonus cash towards your purchase next month, but we can get into that. Now, I wanted to point out there are other kits available. This is the Healthy Habits Kit. You can customize your kit based upon your needs. And we're going to set that up in just a moment to help you make sure that you are covering your top 3 health concerns. I get that you might have joined in the pain study, but I want to recognize that that might not be your greatest health concern. You might have a sickness or an illness that you're dealing with on a regular basis, and we are going to help you combat that, okay? So this is our next gift to you. Now, I hope you can see this. I'm sorry, you might have to zoom in. This is showing you the different levels at what you choose to start with your starter kit. If you enroll with 100 PV or one of those $100 kits, that's that Healthy Start Kit. You're going to get that free Citrus Bliss. And I think we pointed that out. Now, I don't know if any of you can see this. And in this picture, it's showing a blue case. It's actually purple this month. Can you see this super, super cute case in my picture? Okay. I want to see you guys in the chat if you think this is so cute. This stores 30 oils and it Velcros and goes in this. And this is how I travel with my oils. Okay. I travel with my oils. Whenever we go to Hawaii, whenever we go to Europe, I always have my oils. And we only have 20 of these cases, okay? So we're really going to say the first few people that enroll get these cases. And then after that, we get to give you big hugs. So this is a time-sensitive gift with those kits. And the person who invited you has access to what I call the first dibs, okay? And this study, there's actually 2 other studies going on in my team. There's 160 people in studies as we speak, where you want to make sure that those people who, and I know I had a few people that have already enrolled today, get those cases, okay? We'll make sure that you guys are all taken care of. Any questions, please, you guys, use that in the chat. Now, something I want you guys to know. I am the leader of a team called DrippingOils. We have a Facebook community, and you probably noticed that, of leaders. You've seen names like Melissa and Selena and Kathy, right? And Kayla and Susie that are participating in this commentary within the studies, okay? And as you enroll and you actually get to become a member of this exclusive team. You will receive a 1-hour personal consultation after you receive your oils to make sure that you feel comfortable using your oils and have a plan for those oils. You have access to our VIP education group through Facebook, okay? This is a really great, safe place to ask those non-compliant questions, to learn a little bit more. Now, you also have access to our continuing education program, which happens every Thursday night, where you can get plugged in and to learn a little bit more about some exclusive, of course, and some unique health conditions. And it's a really great opportunity. So this is one of my very favorite parts of our online study, okay? This is where you get to grab your phone, okay? And I certainly hope that you have the phone number of the person who invited you to the study, okay? Because you are going to text them right now your top 3 health concerns, okay? Or your health challenges. Okay, this is a really, really important part of this study. This is kind of like what I call the climax of the study, where we get to help you through looking it up through our oil magic books, through our apps, through other people's experiences. What are the top 3 health concerns or health goals that you need to work on right now? Okay, you're going to text these to the person who invited you. Okay. So in reply to that text, okay, for instance, if your name is Andrea and Susie invited you to this studies, you will text Susie the top 3 health concerns that you are battling in your life or in your family's life that is really at the top of your mental health concerns, okay? Meaning the highest need. And Susie then will reply and say, okay, I would love to help you walk through these health challenges and discover which is the best way for you to start using essential oils. And she's just going to schedule a 15-minute, consult tomorrow. Okay, why? Tonight or tomorrow, depends if you're Pacific Coast or if you're Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we are going to schedule a 15-minute just check-in with you to help you with those top 3 health concerns and help you see which is the best way for you to get started with these oils. Okay, so you guys I'm going to give you just a second to work on these health challenges. When I first started oils, my top health concern was digestive. We had put I think at the time it was a big chunk of change for us. We put about $2,000 in our FSA account because I was going to get a full digestive workup done. And when someone just shared a small bottle of DigestZen with me, you guys, it changed my life. At the end of that calendar year, we still had $2,000 in our FSA account. And it's been worth every penny. Okay. And now digestive's not one of my top health concerns. I manage that through products that I use with doTERRA. Then it was back pain, right? I was able to do that as well. So one of the things I want to point out, and those of you who were able to watch Heidi's, okay, and remember you're texting. Now, does someone not have anyone to text? Okay, if you don't have anyone to text and you feel left out, I'm sure one of my leaders is going to put their phone number up and allow you to text them so that we can help walk you through your health concerns. So I think you kind of saw, maybe those of you who were good stewards and watched the video from Heidi today, I wanted to point out a foundational product for doTERRA. You all had an opportunity to have experiences with what I call life's little emergencies. And you were able this week to feel the power of being able to target pain or mental wellness, okay? Something I really wanna make and point out that the #1 selling product for doTERRA is actually our Long Life Vitality supplements, okay? This is the #1 product for doTERRA because it is a foundational product. And in your wellness consult, we will go further into detail in this, but I wanted to point out that this is equivalent to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables, not caloric, by the way, okay? And it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. If it doesn't help you feel better mood, better digestion, and I think less pain and inflammation in 30 days, they will give you 100% of your money back, okay? So this is a game changer. Now, I promised we were gonna get through this really, really quick, and I hope many of you, your phones are lighting up, right? With all these delicious texts from those top 3 health concerns. And expect a call from myself or someone who invited you in the next 24 hours so that we can help walk you through some of these lifestyle changes that you're willing to make and help you come up with the right kit that is best for you, the best way to start. Now, there's 3 types of people who come to this study, okay? And the first type of person is excited to live a natural solutions lifestyle, and that might be you, right? And when they learn about the power of essential oils, they can't wait to share these products with their family. Now, doTERRA supports this type of person by providing free monthly essential oil education, which you're going to have access to, of course, through my team as well. Now, the second type is sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, my mother needs these oils, or my sister, aunt, cousin, brother, and I want my friend to learn about this. And these people naturally want to share what they love, okay? How many of you are on this study as a result of someone who loved you here? I want to hear it in the chat. Someone who loved you here because they cared about you and something that you're experiencing. Okay? I mean, look how we just lit up, right? doTERRA supports this type of person through a really generous system to reward people who share the products. And I'm sure many of you have heard this about affiliate marketing, right? And as these people consistently share over time, they can have their oils purchased, paid for the oils they purchase each month paid for. We call this free natural health care. How many of you want free natural health care? And there are thousands and thousands of people all over the world, hundreds in my team, who are currently receiving free natural health care from doTERRA. And we can show you how, okay? And the third type of person has been watching me the entire time thinking, this is what I want to do, right? I want to change people's lives through educating people about essential oils. People need to hear, people need to know about this. And doTERRA rewards this type of person through an incredibly generous compensation plan, okay? And as these people enter my mentoring program, they can teach people about the power of essential oils. You can learn and earn enough to supplement and even replace your income so they become financially free. Now, I need to share with you a story, okay? About 8 weeks ago, like you, we experienced a financial slam, right? My husband's job was put in peril. Okay, does this sound familiar to any of you? Do you know what happened to my doTERRA business that day? My doTERRA business increased by 200% because people realized they need natural methods in their homes to feel safe. They needed ways to protect their family. So if this is something that you even have on the horizon of thinking, could I bring in an additional income source for my family? My paycheck equals and sometimes surpasses that of my husband's paycheck. We don't feel fear if he loses his job. You guys, my husband's a pilot for Delta Airlines because I have a doTERRA business. I love to teach people about essential oils. Okay, so many of you are curious about this, and I know you're on here about doing this as a business, so I'm going to go into this, right? So doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. We are also the most tested and most trusted oils on the market, and I hope you've experienced that. I know many of you got oil samples this week, right? Little small 1/4 grams, and you already had essential oils from an off-brand or another competing essential oil company in your home. How many of you noticed the difference? Did you notice the difference? Okay. doTERRA is the most used essential oil brand by doctors and hospitals worldwide. Okay, we work ethically and sustainably sourced directly with the farmers. You can be confident that this bottle of peppermint is loved every step of the process. To the farmer who planted that seed in the soil, to the mom who puts it on the baby whose fever is spiking, okay? Know that the compensation plan is genius, okay? It is really actually brilliantly set up to where each bottle sold and purchased through doTERRA pays moms and dads and people like us who are confident enough to share them with other people, okay? And I want you to know that we are a debt-free company with no outside funding. Now, in doTERRA, we treat our teams like family. Every September, we get to celebrate and different times throughout the year in groups, at conventions, and it really is a celebration. Okay, now, I know you have questions and I know you have concerns and I would love to address them, okay, whether myself or one of my leaders in what I'd love to say in an off 3-way call. Ask me the questions, ask me your concerns, because how do you make money doing this, right? How much time will it take? Could I do this working a full-time job? I have 3 little kids at home. Could this work for me? What's the next step? And I can tell you guys, it is so simple. It is so simple to give someone a sample just like you received, to teach them simply how to use these oils, show them how to get them at the best prices, and continue to love and support this person as they continue to use these essential oils. Now, I really love to point out the income potential because people need to know that when we talk about supplementing or replacing your income, we are absolutely serious, okay? So you can see here, our first rank is elite, our highest rank is a presidential diamond. You get to decide based upon the time and effort you put into your business, how quickly you want to grow. If you want to make $5,000 a month, by this time next year, we can help you map out that plan. Now, it does, of course, involve time, and it doesn't involve effort, but we can show you the simple ways of doing how quickly you can build. Okay, so 3 to 5 hours a week, you can get your oils paid for. Remember how I was telling you about the free natural health care? How many of you would like to know about our May studies that are happening? How many of you already have 5 people you want to plug into the May studies that are within your influence? Okay, can you see how simple it is to get your oils paid for? And we can even help you with those first few samples with people you want to share. If you want to supplement your income, you could easily do that within 5 to 15 hours a week. And if you're curious about replacing your income, of course, that's going to take more effort. Okay. If replacing your income is $5,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month, we can show you how to do that. So if you are passionate about oils, do you love people? Can you follow a system and get things done? This could work for you. And I think you owe it to yourself, if this is something that is kind of whispering on your shoulder, that could you do this? We would love to show you how. So first, get yourself a wholesale account, get yourself a kit, play with the oils, love these oils, believe in these oils, okay? We can plug you into all of our training and all of our resources. It is really, really simple to build a doTERRA business. And we'll show you how to start making your list and sample everyone. It really is a ton of fun to make people happy. So one last thing I want to end with you, and I'm really excited to reach out to those of you who I've personally invited to help you with your top 3 health concerns. So expect a call from me either tonight or we'll connect tomorrow morning. The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it. You know, when I first started my doTERRA business, okay, I just wanted to pay for my daughter's dance lessons, okay? It was a dream for me to be able to maybe pay for my car payment, okay? And my dreams got bigger and bigger and bigger, and they continue to each day. So I am so excited to connect with you all and welcome you to Team Dripping Oils in whatever capacity. Remember, it's okay to just love the oils and love the product. We welcome you. But if you are someone who is looking at maybe an additional income source, maybe you need to make $500 by next week to get your bills paid for. We can show you how. It's actually really, really, really fast and really simple. Thank you guys. It was wonderful having you on tonight. I can't wait to continue to create relationships with you. And maybe I get to see some of you at convention this September. Okay, so make sure, I think by now you've all gotten a text from me. Please feel free to reply to that remind text. That is directly to me, okay, or one of my leaders, and we can reply to you. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. Any other comments? Oh, beautiful Celia, welcome. Oh, it's so wonderful to see so many of you on here. Good night.